Hello and welcome back to Through the Cubbyhole with me, Lauren, and my guest today, which is Faye from Home with Faye. Hello, Faye. Hello, thank you for coming on. So let's just get into it. Who are you? What do you do? And what do you share on your social media?
So I am Faye. I am a mum of three. I have a home account called Home with Faye.
Yeah.
We started our journey just sharing our renovations. So we bought this house like 5 years ago, and it was a hellhole. It's quite old, renovated. So we've just spent the last 5 years renovating it. We put a big kitchen extension on. So we just sort of share our lives and our home.
When and why did you start your account in the first place?
So we started it 5 years ago when we were renovating it, and it was just mainly just to share the before and after, so we could look back and look at the memories and what we'd done and all that sort of stuff. And then we sort of last year, it was only like a small account, and then last year we shared our family story. We have got a bit
Yeah,
of a family story.
yeah,
And then our account went a little bit crazy and it grew massively and sort of threw me into this content creation, home
yeah.
renovation, mum lifestyle sort of Instagram world. So
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I do think when you share your story, I think there's so many people that can relate to your story, and then I think that's what really it does really help to like connect an account to like your followers.
yeah, I mean, I think I like following people that I can relate to,
Yeah.
that their homes are not just like perfect all the time, because my house is not perfect. I've
Yeah.
got three
No.
children, it's always a mess. So it's just nice to see homes that aren't looking like a magazine cover sometimes. So yeah, so that's
Yeah.
what we try and share, the reality of a home account and not just beautiful glossy pictures really. So,
Yeah. And what like just briefly, you don't have to like go into it, but like what is your family story? Like what was the story that you sort of shared that you feel like changed your account?
so I had my two older daughters, and when Isla, my eldest, was 3 and Seren was 8 months old, and I was only 29, my husband suddenly died, and that's 9 years ago now. So I've been through a lot of like grief and
Yeah.
a big journey. I was only obviously 29. I was very young
So young
when
to
he
go,
died.
yeah, to go through all
So
of that.
yeah, so it's been really hard. But now I've remarried, so I'm now with
Yeah.
Ryan, and we have a daughter together called Remy.
Yeah.
So we just sort of share our life after such a big impact and a big life changing moment, and
Yeah.
yeah, follow our journey afterwards. My middle daughter as well, she's also registered disabled, so she has issues with her mobility and things like that. So I was also juggling her issues when she was first born and also just becoming a widow. So it was a really
Yeah.
challenging like 2 years for me, that was. So yeah,
Yeah,
so
wow.
that's our
That's a
story.
lot for 29 years old as well. Like, I can't even imagine like
Yeah,
now, let alone at 29. Like
yeah,
you're still sort of you're not a baby, but you're still getting into that phase of like I think in your 30s things become a little bit more like you know who you
yeah,
are and everything. I think
yeah,
in your 20s that's a lot to deal
yeah.
with. So
It was really life changing, and I think as well what sort of helped me through it was having the two children. So
oh
having
yeah,
two girls and having to still get up out of bed every day and go to work for those children, I think
yeah.
that's what pushed me through all of the grief really. So yeah,
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, you're
and
very
yeah,
brave
only
for
reason to
sharing
keep
it.
going.
Yeah, no, well done for you for sharing it because there's a
Thank
lot
you.
of people that would find that quite difficult. But
Thank
I
you.
imagine you sharing that helps a lot of people who have gone
Yeah,
through the same. So
yeah,
yeah,
and I do a lot of content on like grief and things like that. So because it helps me, and then it also helps other people that are going through the same thing. So
yeah, for sure. And are you a full-time content creator now?
so I've just gone part time. So in
Okay.
January, I decided that I really love this. I feel like I found something that I am so passionate about and I love. So
Yeah.
I have now gone part time. So I have my own beauty business. So I work from
Okay.
home, have my own clients and stuff. So it works quite well, really. I
Yeah.
can do my clients on a couple of days, and I can do the home content on the others. So yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's amazing. I feel like a lot of people say that they've found their thing, that they've found their thing that they should have been doing all
Yeah,
along, but it
yeah,
just wasn't a thing, was it?
yeah, yeah, I love it.
Oh, I love that. And then how do you like juggle obviously creating content and then like family life? Because obviously you work part time, so you obviously have set days for content, set days for working. But then how do you also juggle like your family in the mix? I know that sometimes you do content with your family as well.
Very hard. So I have like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on content, and while they're at school, so they're all at school now. So I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays to film, do any sort of brand work, do all my emails, all that sort of stuff. So I do all that on those days, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, my job can be quite long hours, so I try and focus on the beauty side for those days, and
Yeah.
then kids just juggle into it all. So we manage, and my husband's really supportive. He is amazing. We're a team, so
Yeah.
he's very good.
That's always important. And like how do your kids feel about it? Do they like being in the content? Do they?
I mean, Isla likes it when she gets paid because I always have to bribe her and say, "Will you do this one with me, and I'll pay you some money." So she loves that. So
She's clever, clever
yeah.
girl. Oh, I love that. And what content do you enjoy creating the most?
So I really like the day in the lives. I
Yeah,
don't know. I mean, I really love watching them, and I
yeah,
quite like creating them as well. So I feel like that's the thing that I love. But I also do. I don't know. Like I like cooking as well. So I like to
yeah,
share a couple of cooking bits. I mean, I'm not the best cook. I'm not one of these people that creates recipes and stuff like that. But I just do mum cooking, and I
yeah,
really like doing that as well, and all the renovation stuff. But at the minute, the renovation's on hold. It's just money. We haven't got the money
yeah,
at the minute, so
yeah. You can't always. It's hard when you're doing a renovation and you're trying to create content because it's like you you can't
I can't afford everything.
yeah, you can't afford it and you can't keep spending just to create the
Yeah,
content. It is quite hard. I remember when I first moved into here and like nothing was happening for like the first 4 months really. It was just obviously a lot of build work, but it wasn't pretty.
hmm
So it was just like what do I share? It's really
yeah,
quite difficult. But I think to have like the other aspects as well, like the day in the life and all of
yeah.
that
And
breaks it up.
I think with us as well, we'd spent so much money the first 3 years in doing all the renovations. The last 2 years, we took a little bit of a step back because we wanted to
Yeah.
spend our money on holidays with the kids and making memories with the children and things like that. And I just thought I've got to weigh up where my heart lies a little bit at the minute, and
Yeah.
I feel like the girls are growing up, and I need to make some memories with the children. So
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. And then talking about like your house, what is your interior style and what do you enjoy about interiors and styling?
Um, so I would say mine is very modern, but a little bit rustic. So I like all the wooden, so my table's wooden. I like my little wooden shelves that I've got in my kitchen. Like my living room is quite cozy with my log burner.
Yeah,
Um, so I do like quite like the rustic sort of look, but also quite modern.
yeah,
Um, I mean, my ideal home would be like a barn conversion with like a log
yeah,
burner and a beautiful view and stuff like that. I mean, that might come one day, but
one
that's what
day.
I'm trying to create. But we're not in a barn, so I mean, I'd
Yeah,
love to get like some wooden beams and stuff like that. But that would be ideal. But
I think a lot of people like sort of that look. I'd love to have like a converted barn. That would just be insane, but it's
yeah,
just not always doable. So you have to sort of create that feeling,
just
don't you?
the cozy
Yeah.
vibe, I guess. So.
Yeah, no, definitely. And have you always like been into interiors, or is it just something that's come as you've got a house and renovated?
It's just come as we've renovated. I feel like I'm still not the best at it. I think because I've been living in brick dust for the last 3 years, 4 years, I haven't really had time to make my house like pretty.
Yeah,
So I'm still getting like all the accessories and stuff because we were just focusing on mainly painting, all
yeah,
the big stuff really. And then now I feel like it's my time to start adding some accessories in. So that's my aim for this year, to try and make it more homely and add some of those
yeah,
accessories and stuff in. So
yeah. But you're doing it the right way because I did it the wrong way, where I would just keep buying things like nothing was done, but I'd just be like, oh, I like that, I like this, and then when your room's done and you start putting everything out, you just think,
no,
what
it
is all this
doesn't
stuff?
match and things like that. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to find things now. I don't want to just go out and look for it. I just like to see things that And also, quite like things that mean a lot to us. Like I've got a shelf in my kitchen, which probably isn't the most like Instagrammable shelf, but it's got loads of lovely memories that we collect from like where we've been and things like that. So I know a lot of people have like these beautiful shelves with all the nice chopping boards and things on, but ours is like family home
Yeah.
memories, I guess. So that's what I like to have as well.
Yeah. No, I love that. And is this your forever home?
No.
No. And obviously not. What would you need or what would you want from your next home?
I think it's okay for us now. So it is a 4 bedroom, so it fits all the kids in. We're really close to the school, so Isla, my eldest, she can walk to school. It's perfect for now. But I would really like, as I just said, the barn conversion, the beautiful
Yeah.
views, more peaceful, rural, maybe only a few neighbours around, not live on
Yeah.
Main Street. That would be ideal for me. So
Yeah. Lovely. And where do you get your interior inspiration from?
Instagram. That's mainly why I set my account up, so I could follow all these home accounts and they
Yeah.
could show me different things, because I didn't really have a clue before. So I've just sort of followed loads of home accounts and picked up ideas and tips along the way and things like that.
Yeah.
So
It's one of the things though, isn't it? I find I get a lot of inspiration from Instagram as well, but I could have 10 different homes and do them 10 different
yeah,
ways just
yeah.
from all the inspiration that you get on there.
And I want to change my home already. Like it's just, I've done certain things in my house that I decided on like 5 years ago when I first moved in. So I hate my grey floor in my kitchen. Hate it. People love it, but I hate it. And I really want to change the colour, but it's so expensive. I've just got to live
Yeah.
with it. So now I want to move house so I can just have a different floor.
Different floor. Oh no, it's always the way though, isn't it? It is always the way. Things change so often as well. One minute you like
But the
something, then you
trends
don't.
change and things. So
100%. And have you got any home projects coming up? I know you said obviously the renovation is sort of a bit of a standstill at the moment, but are there any home projects that you have coming
we
up this
do
year?
actually. I mean, we just did our hallway last year, and that was a really big task. Like we did all of that ourselves. Like we didn't have any outside help for that.
Yeah.
Quite a big thing. We had to have a little bit of a break. So now we are about to do Remy's room, which is quite an easy project. We just need to paint it, get a couple of new furniture and bits and pieces. But then we also need to start our bedroom. So our bedroom is the last room to be renovated.
Yeah.
And it's got like old wiring, really old radiators. It's a mess. So that one needs new electrics, new plumbing, plastering.
Everything.
So it's a big project, that one. So.
Yeah. But it's great for content.
Yeah. So we're hoping we've got enough money. We're going to start that this year. So
Yeah, well, exciting. I can't wait to see. And then if you could choose any other house, any other person's house on Instagram to do a house swap with, who would it be and why?
I really love, again, just going back to that barn and views. I like Building Ribbons. I think her
Yeah.
home is just beautiful. Like the kitchen with all the beams and the really nice like oak door and the gorgeous views over the fields. I just think that's perfect. So that's a dream.
That's your house swap. I love that. That's a new question that I come up with, and I was like, I think it's a really good question,
Yeah, I
actually.
think that's a good question. Who would you swap houses with?
I don't know how you say it. It's cottage renovation, and then it's like a Welsh word, but it's Dominique. I'll have to send you, but I need to actually ask her how I pronounce the last word because it's Welsh. But her house is just unbelievable. Like the views are insane.
Yeah.
Like everything, every single room and every single detail is just perfect, and it's just all surrounded by beautiful fields and stone and beams and just
Yeah, that's what I want. So is that what you like as well, like all the stone and the beams?
yeah, I do. I just love that like cozy, really like English
Yeah,
traditional like feel. That's what I really like. So one day we'll see. So now about you. So tell us something interesting about you, something you don't normally share, a habit, an interest, a talent.
Pretty boring.
Everyone says that.
I was trying to think about this one, and I was just thinking, like, I would love to. Ryan wouldn't ever let me, but I would love to sell my house and just go travelling with the kids. Pull them at school and just go and travel for a good couple of years and just go and live in different countries and just see the world for a couple of years. So that would, I I don't know if that's interesting or not,
That
but
is interesting.
that's my passion. Like, I love travel. I love seeing the world. So if I could go and do that, then yeah, that
You
would
would.
be the dream.
Oh.
I also met Boyzone last night as well. I don't know if
I saw that. I saw that. What was that for?
they've got a new documentary out on Sky. So I was
Ah.
invited to the premiere of that. So yeah, it was fab. So there was a red carpet, and
Oh,
I
amazing.
was really cheeky, and I stood by the side and was like, "Can I have a selfie? Can I have a selfie?"
Oh, you've got to. You've got to.
So
That's
yeah,
amazing.
so I got two selfies with two of them. So yeah, so I was
Oh,
pleased with
amazing.
that.
No, I love that. That's so cool. If you could feature on any TV program, what one and why?
I would probably say it would be Selling Sunset,
Yeah.
because I just love all of the big houses and just going to have a good nosy round. And also
Yeah.
warm weather might be nice as well. So.
Yes, definitely. And would you be wearing like the outrageous outfits that they wear as well?
Probably had a bit more money maybe, but yeah, I think I'd just like to go and have a little mooch around all
Yeah,
these
all the
famous
houses.
rich people's homes. So
Yeah, definitely. That's a good one. Celebrity dinner party. Who are you inviting and why? You can pick three.
I think I'd have James Arthur, because he's
Yeah.
literally my favourite singer. I am like obsessed with him, so I
Yeah, he's
keep
got
it on
amazing
all
voice.
the time. Love him. And I'd probably have someone funny, like Michael McIntyre or something,
Yeah,
or
good one.
Gino D'Acampo or something, like someone like that who's like really funny.
Yeah.
Um, and then I feel like I need a girl, but I couldn't think of anyone. I don't really know who I'd have. Maybe like Adele, or yeah, someone like that. Someone that really like is really famous. If I'm going to choose someone, I might as well choose someone really famous and nice. So
Yeah.
let's go
You've
for
got to, haven't you? If you've got
that.
the opportunity. Love them. Sorry, my face is just like lit up. The sun's just
I
come out.
know.
Like a
Who would
moon.
who would you choose for your people?
Who would I choose? I would have Beyonce because I've always loved Beyonce. She's like the best thing ever. Um, then I would have Louis Theroux because I just think
Yes.
he's so interesting. He's got so many like cool stories and he's just had so many different experiences that no one else has ever had. And I would have Rob Beckett as well
Yes.
because
Yeah, good
he's
choices.
he's really funny. So I've got like Beyonce just because she's beautiful and really talented, she can sing. Louis Theroux for the stories, Rob Beckett for the laugh. Right, and then the last two questions. Have you learned anything about yourself since starting your account?
I feel like I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I take a lot of things to heart, because it's like when you're creating the content, you put all into it, and you just want people to love it. So I feel like I get a little bit anxious when I'm posting it and
Yeah,
hoping that people will love it. So I am very much, I guess, I try and please people, I think. So I felt like, yeah, I've definitely discovered that about myself. So I don't know if
yeah.
that's good or bad, I don't know, but yeah, I do get quite anxious with it all, really. But I do really enjoy it, but I just get a little bit anxious. So
Yeah, I suppose there is a pressure, especially when you work with brands. I think
yeah,
the pressure is on when that post goes live. I'm like literally like refreshing, on,
yeah.
off, refreshing. Like it's a lot.
I do panic, but then also like when you get the really good feedback as well from the brands. Like we've got an ad coming live this week, and the brand have just emailed me back this morning, just said, incredible, we absolutely love it, have a smile on our face the whole way through. So you just know you're doing a good job then, so it makes it all worth it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, that's lovely. And then the last question: what advice would you give to someone who is thinking of starting their own account?
I would just say, just go and do it. Like, even if you don't want to build it like to crazy levels, just taking the pictures and the memories. I think for us as well, like before we started our account, I didn't really have many videos. Like, I took loads of photos of like the kids and me and Ryan and things like that, but we didn't have any videos like together as like a
Yeah,
family. Whereas like when I'm trying to update like content and stuff now, I'm trying to find old videos. I haven't got any. I've only just got photos. So I'd just say, just for that, like just to have like like lovely memories of you and your kids and your home and your family, and just to document your life, really. Just think
yeah.
it's just a fab. fab way of documenting and having the memories. So
Yeah, for sure. No, I love that. And that is it. They are all the questions. Thank you so much. So, for those who are listening, how do they find you on social media? Like, what platforms are you on? What's your handle?
So I am on Instagram and TikTok, and
Yep.
you can find me at Home with Faye. Nice
Perfect.
and simple and easy.
Nice and simple. Yeah, not like the account I was trying to say. I need to find out how to say that last word. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. I've really enjoyed it. I was actually really nervous, but I've actually I've loved it. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, no, it's nice, isn't it? It's literally just a chat. But yeah, thank you so much. And thank you everyone for listening, and I will see you next week on Through the Cubbyhole.